nothing huge in these.
So we are back in the studio once again today, having some fun, doing some things. One of the things that we did in our last video, as you may have seen, was we opened a box from KT Treasures. A lot of stuff from Batman in there. Shout out to Batman Mike's Coin Hunt. And of course, shout out to KT Treasures for sending us all those cool things. But this is one thing they did send us that we haven't gone through yet is Pokemon cards. Yeah. We might know a little thing about that. Anyway, these came out of a storage unit that KT Treasures bought. So they called in an expert. And we're going to see if we can find one.
I don't know where.
I don't know either. Let's go over to the table cam. We'll take a look and see what they got at us. We're going to try to give them an idea of what they have and possibly what it could be worth.
That's fake.
Yeah, that one's definitely fake. So let's get to it over here. Yeah, this card should not be that red. I don't care what you say. Not to mention the texting is wrong and just no. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go through these cards looking for anything that could be of significant value. These cards are kind of beat. This isn't a base set unlimited card. However, it's not shadowless, not in excellent condition. There's a base set Pikachu, base set 2 Pikachu. The Snorlax might be, but again, if you look at the condition of this card, she's rough. Unfortunately, this probably was a child's collection. I got some of these older cards from perhaps an older sibling, something like that. These cards here, like this one dates back to about, what was Plasma Series, 2010, 11?
15.
Was it 15?
10 to 15 range.
Okay. So that one's a little bit newer than that. That's a legendary reprint, so probably 02, 03. This goes back to 2000. So there's a variety of ages. None of these cards are super valuable. That one might have a chance to be worth something, depending on its condition, which I haven't looked at yet. These are a little bit newer. These are like black and white era cards, I believe. Yeah, they're all bulk commons, uncommons. Even a base set 2 like that's literally going to be a quarter card, probably. They're all bulk. But that doesn't stop us from looking. There's a Flareon, but it's not even a rare. Simisear might be. No, that's... Yeah, I can't see without my glasses. So yeah, I'm the way this is starting to look, gang, is like a lot of other collections that you see. People hung on to some cards for some reason. And, you know, none of them have any huge value. Team Flare Grunt, that was fun. None of these are playable either. That's the worst part about it. Is collector's market's relatively low on a lot of the common stuff like this. So you don't have that driving the price up, and then they're not playable because they're not new
GLC
enough to be playable. That's the best you're going to get, a thin market of GLC stuff. And even that isn't all that great. There's an Eevee we can send to a new home, but... Well, we'll just keep digging. You can see there's Cursed Shovel. That's kind of like, that's a D, isn't it? Yeah, so that got out in the last rotation. There's a Snorlax. I know somebody would want that. Somebody that I know likes Snorlax. I have to figure out who that is.
Scooby.
Scooby? Yeah, it might be. Now there's something that's kind of cool, but again, it's not even a rare. This is an Omastar from Fossil set, which is one of the original 3 sets that came out. It's in halfway okay condition. The corners are whitening. You can see some edge whitening down there. But it's not beat to heck. It's still probably not even going to draw 50 cents. A lot of these cards just aren't going to make it. You know, they'll make it as bulk. There's a Fairy Energy. You don't see those too often anymore. Roselia. Another Fossil card. And there's a Fearow. The other thing we're looking for right now is first edition cards, because sometimes the first edition rares, you know, they can be worth something. Now there's that Shadowless Jinx you pointed out to me earlier when we were briefly looking through it. Electivire, but again, the card is not in the prime condition, so...
Oh,
she found something over there.
W stamp.
Really? Okay. Well, we got something to show.
Not going to be more than like $10.
Yeah, well, there's a Koga. That's a rare non-hollow. It's not in great condition. There's a lot of edge whitening and dirt.
Sorry, I'm just going through this. Literally my job to do this.
Yeah,
And stuff.
I know, and they
For
know
YouTube.
because they know you work at Cooley Cards and Gaming. One of the channels very proud to have as a sponsor. Cooley Cards and Gaming has all your gaming needs there, as well as our good friends at Gamers Sanctum in Sparta, Wisconsin. We love them guys. Tim and the gang take good care of the barbecues every time we're up there. Good people.
Yeah, that's me. Good one.
She's making fun of me because her stack's bigger than mine.
When you do this every day, though.
Yeah, and when I don't have my glasses on, I have to stop and look at things. Sometimes some people might think that these fairy cards, because they don't make fairy guys anymore, might be worth something, and
This is pretty much the only common one that'll be worth anything.
yeah, and that's just, it's just not the best stuff, you know. Their cards are good and they have value, they just don't have a lot of value. Like, this is a base set unlimited non-hollow Electabuzz. It's a third printing. It's in
Shiitake.
overall decent condition. It's got some edge whitening. You call it moderately played. You might get $1 out of this card.
Whoops.
So we don't have much else in this stack. Is the box empty then?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I pulled everything out.
All right.
There's not a ton in the binder either when I was looking
Well,
earlier.
I'm going to go through it anyway just to show the folks in the video here what the heck is going on. So we do have some newer stuff here. These are, again, they're D cards. Now, what I'm talking about when I say D is if you look in the bottom left-hand corner of the card, and I'll try to get it to focus. In the little white box there, and the little white smear as it looks like right now. Come on, camera. Come on, camera. I think there's too much stuff going on the table. Anyway, right down here. Right down there. There, the set symbol, the number, and there's a D in that little white box there. That was the previous rotation, took the D cards out. Evolution Incense was in that. Capacious Bucket, Hop. A lot of these cards fell into that Gym Trainer, Volcanion. So they're too old to be played in the standard format that we play right now at tournaments that we go to, League Cups, League Challenges, regionals, things like that. They're too old for that, but they're too new to be vintage. Let's just say it that way. Reversal trigger.
I'm going to skim through for it more later.
Yeah.
Just trying to get it.
We're just gonna get a general idea. So there's a fossil a jungle Vileplume, but again the edge wear and everything on that card is probably going to depreciate its value quite a bit. Base set unlimited Charmeleon, same problem. The base set Slowpoke, same problem. Fossil or jungle Victory Bell, same problem. Just not the cool stuff we were hoping that they would have in there. Now these, look at the back of those. See, those are World Championship cards. That one, here's a Pikachu with 6,000 HP. Bet that's fake? I don't know. Anyway, these are World Championship reprints. I can't read what the name on there says, but they're literally cards that were played in a World Championship deck, and they reprinted those decks of some of the top players into decks that you could buy at the store. So you could try to play as a world champion did. All right, so we haven't found a lot in there. She's going to go look up the value on one or two of the cards. And I'm just going to open this binder, which this is a good binder. They did a smart job doing that. There's a Blastoise V, which again isn't a huge value card, but it's something. This is a McDonald's promo of D-Watt. The rest of there's a Charizard, might be worth something. Darmanitan V Max may be worth, $1 or $2. Not a whole heck of a lot here. Not a whole heck of a lot there.
There's about $15 in that binder.
You think?
From what I was skimming through it, yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of the rares, like you see, like this one probably has more value than many of the other ones just because of its age.
About $1.
Right, it's not going to be significant. Yeah, if I was just
These are
going to...
cheap.
Yeah, those are like $3.
Not even.
Yeah.
They're so common. That Stone's fake.
Is it?
From what I can tell here.
I'm not so sure.
No.
No, I don't think so.
From what I could tell in the hollow.
Yeah, it's hard when the page's got the angle.
The Nido Queen might be something.
Let's take a look at it.
Without seeing the condition.
Base set 2 Nido Queen could be something. It's holographic. It's very old. It's 4th printing. It is scratched in the hollow a little bit. It's a fair amount. I'd call it a minimum of moderately played. It's base set 2. We're going to see what that goes for.
Oh no, that's heavily.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
then.
really bad.
Okay, then. Anything to prove the old man wrong.
Yeah, because that's in my intention exactly.
So what is it worth?
About $5.
$5. Okay. So yeah, maybe the binder's worth $20, including the binder.
No, including the binder, 25.
Okay. So that's $25 maybe in there, give or take a couple of bucks. We probably got what, 600, 700 bulk.
War Turtle's worth about $8.
Okay.
I'd offer somebody about $30 for this.
If you were gonna buy it, what are you, full retail value? $40,
60.
60.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of dollar cards I can make out of this.
Right, and then there's a lot of bulk that would just literally go in the bulk bins. So, case included, yeah, $30, $35.
30 at most.
Yeah. For me, I'd go 35 because it's me. All right, so there we have a little recap of just...
Half that money is the War Turtle and Nido Queen.
Right, I understand that. Yeah, and there may be a fine-tooth sort that might generate a little bit more money, but not a lot. So I've got to send KT Treasures the news. And they'll see this video showing exactly what we did and what we went through. For the most part, this is from EX Deoxys. Yeah, there's a fake as can be one. This is from EX Deoxys. It might see $1. Might not.
The only other thing I didn't look for would be the shadowless trainers.
Yeah, I did a little bit. There's a fossil magneton, depending on its condition, which is not great. It's possible that card could get $1. It's possible it would get nothing. Most of this would end up in a bulk bin. So that's an unfortunate reality sometimes, gang. I'm going to tell you like we see it, and we see it a lot, is a lot of people have old cards like that. Or old, look at that old toy we saw yesterday's video. You might have things that are old. Just because they're old doesn't mean they hold a great deal of value. You have to have a buyer for things to hold value. You have to have a market of a lot of people that want it. And because of what Danielle does for a living and because of how many years we've been around this game, we have a fairly good understanding of everything that goes into this and what things can be worth. Yeah, this is...
That's shadowless.
Yeah, it is. How do you figure?
It's 99 on the bottom. If I can read it right.
That is not from the base set.
Either way. Doesn't matter, I know.
Yeah, it's probably the copyright. That's so fake. Why somebody would fake a little card like that is beyond me. Well, anyway, gang, there's a brief overview of how we price a collection out, what kind of things can be worth, stuff like that. TCG Player is a great resource that we use to help us price cards at a fair market value, what they're selling for, and all those things. So, hey, gang, until next time, thank you for being here. Like, share, subscribe, ring a ding the bell notification. Comment below. Let me know what you think of this. Until the next time, I guess we will say, hey, we got a collection from us and priced it fairly quickly. And, over time, you can do it too. So we'll see you next time, gang.